Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to learn to connect our Node.js project to our MongoDB. So this is the basic structure how we connect our MongoDB to the Node.js. So if we try to connect our Node.js to the MongoDB, then it is very long process and it is not efficient way. So we have a library known as Mongoose. So we have a library known as Mongoose. It is used to connect. Now it is used to connect the Node.js to the MongoDB. It is very useful for the developer point of view. It makes the developers work easy. And then Mongoose connect to the Mongo drivers, and it communicate with the MongoDB and gives the data, some insert the data. So everything is done by these libraries and process. We have to now focus how to connect our Node.js to the MongoDB. Okay, first let's see what is mongoose, right? So let's type mongoose here, mongoose mongodb, right? By clicking on the mongoose mongodb and going to the mongodb.com, we can get good document here. Yeah. So what is mongoose? Mongoose is a very popular library, as it is said, very popular library mongoose, and it is described as elegant MongoDB object modeling for Node.js. It is an object modeling for Node.js, means it basically connect your Node.js application to your MongoDB documents or schemas collections. Okay, right, with a very less lines of code, or you can say in the 5 or 6 lines of codes. Mongoose is an ODM object data modeling library for MongoDB. Okay, it is the library which connects all Node.js to the MongoDB, right? And it helps to manipulate the data from the Node.js to the MongoDB. Many Node.js developers choose to work with the Mongoose to help the data modeling, schema enforcement. We will look at what is schema, then model validation. We will look at this model validation and general data manipulation like update, find, delete, etc. Okay, so let's start. How we will connect her? Let's create one. Let's go into our document. Let's create one folder. Uh, let's create here only like MongoDB. Okay, I'm creating a MongoDB. Then we will open this folder in VS Code or any other editor you are using. We use VS Code very popularly. So I'm opening my folder here in the VS Code. So before this, I think you have seen my previous video where I had installed the MongoDB and did the CRUD operation from our terminals. Now we are connecting our MongoDB with our Node.js application. So right here, there is no files. So we will create one app.js file, which this file we are going to connect with our MongoDB, right? Why it is taking time? So yeah, the app.js is created. Now we will look how what code we have to write in this file. Okay, so here you can see, first we have to what we have to install something. We have to create this application as a Node.js application, and for that we need minimum two thing. That is one, package.json, which includes all the apps version name and dependencies, etc. And then one node module which will save all the libraries and stimulate our app to run. Okay, we are in the current directory. Now we will add. Before running this command, you have to make sure that you have a node installed and npm installed. As you can see, I have node in my pc, node, right? And npm also. You have to install this two packages. This node, no, this is not the packages, these are all the environment setups. And then you can type here node and just go here. Sorry, you can type here node download, and just go on this website Node.js. You can install which one installer you want, 32-bit or 64-bit. So you can install it and click on the next. By default setting, you can very good install the Node.js into your system. And npm also, you can search npm here, npm download, and then download npm. If you have a node in your computer, you can just go into the terminal and type this command npm install Node.js. By default, I think when you will install Node.js, npm will come automatically. So it is by default. If you don't have, then I install it like this. So we have to bring two packages here. First, type npm init -y. Let's see what it will do. So it created one file package.json. What package.json has? It has, let's increase our brightness. It has name of the app as a MongoDB, then version of the app, description, main is when the node application starts, it will push our application to go to this website. Like in the front end we have index.html. Every website start from that page, right? So in the server side we have this page. Okay, and then this is the test and scheme. As you can see, there is no dependency right now. So we will install one thing. To connect the MongoDB, we need one thing, mongoose, right? So we need mongoose. I wrote mongoose npm. You can see here mongoose npm. Here I had provided the command. You can copy here from here. Npm install, right? And npm install. You can write inst double a double l, full spelling of the install, or you can just write the I. So and then the package name, which package you want to install. You want to install the mongoose, it will automatically install the mongoose library, and it takes time as per your internet connection. So as you can see, one folder has been created, node module. And if you go to this dependencies, you can see our mongodb has been installed and the version is 6.7. As here you can see the latest version is this, right? Then just import that. Okay, you can see on this page what we have to do to connect to the mongodb, right? Where are the codes? Somewhere here, right? This one. This is the code to import the mongoose, right? Import mongoose from mongoose, right? And then it gives the object, right? Then you have to connect to the mongodb, right? You have to connect to the mongodb. What happened? I copied this code and then paste, and now we have to give the our database link here, url here, right? So what is the data, our database url, right? So it is nothing but you can see what is that. You can open your compass. As you have previous, as I said previously, mongodb default runs on which port? 27017, right? This is their localhost port. I can show it here. Right. This is the URL. Right. This is the URL. You have to give this URL because this is your local host URL. And you, if you have the remote MongoDB like MongoDB Atlas, then it will look some, the URL will look something like this, right? The password here, you have to give the password somewhere. Okay, so leave it for now. And this function mongoose dot connection returns the promise, and promise is, so we have to say that if this function, if the mongodb is connected properly. And here one thing more, this is connect to the mongo, this will connect to the mongodb. But if we are connecting to the mongodb, then which database, right? There is 7 to 8 database. Which database we have to connect? So let's create one database right now. So we will create YouTube. Okay, the database named as YouTube. So if there is no database and you want to give some name, so you will create YouTube here. Okay, so it will filter. If it will find no YouTube database in your mongodb, then it will create one collection. Sorry, it will create one collection as a YouTube, right? It will create one database. Then in the then function you will write what? Returns the promises. Then we have to handle the promises. If it successfully connect to the mongodb, then we will print in the console that what will connect, mongodb connected successfully, right? Or if it catches some error, right? Let's write it properly. If it catches some error, so catch, sorry, catches some error, then we'll console that error. So let's see if it runs or not, if it's connect to the MongoDB uh, correctly or not. Control S, save the app.js, then go to here and type node, what node, app.js. We have to run this file, okay? Because the main code or main code is in this file. So app.js. Let's see what it says. What it said, it's give the error import mongoose from cannot use import statement outside a module. Okay, what it's saying. Okay, we have can't use 1 minute. There is something. So let's use another function. We can const mongoose also require and this is the syntax. Require the mongoose library into the mongoose. So control S, saving the things, and then again run app.js. Now let's see. Now again run the app.js. So you can see here we have successfully connected to the MongoDB. Which one? Here mongoose is going to connect the MongoDB. So to connect the MongoDB, here we have to give some schema, right? You can look at here by refresh. There will be one YouTube database here. You can refresh it, or you can go back and connect afterward. Disconnect it and then connect again. We have to see where it is. Okay, for now our YouTube database doesn't have any document or data, so it will not show here. Once it will have one document, then it will show here. So now what I am saying, schema, right? What is schema? It is the basic blueprint of the documents. Like blueprint, it means it should have the name, email, password. This collection, the document of this collection should have the name, email, password, dummy, and profile image. We have to write that. We have to give the name keyword in our document. We have to give email keyword in our document. Once there should be some compulsory field and some uncompulsory. What should be the type of the field, means the name, the field should be numeric, or the field should be in string form, or the string should be in boolean form. That thing we can declare in our schema. You can see here what is the schema. Analyzing the schema, what it gives. See here, dummy is a string, then email is a string, name string. These are the field which we are using in these documents, right? So we have to declare these schemes. So get to this, we have to create one schema, right? How we can create the schema? How? Let's create a const uh, user schema, user schema, new mongoose, mongoose dot schema, mongoose dot schema, right? Then we have to schema definition, and then what we have to write in this. I think this should work. And So what we want in our schema, suppose we want to create a schema for the login purpose, right? So in the login purpose we need the name of the name field, right? We need name, okay? And what the name should be, what should be the type of this field? Name should be in string, right? In string. And then another one is email. We need email, and its type should be, email should be in string, right? And then another one is password. I think in this condition all should be in all the types should be in the string. We can also add the age of the person, and that should be in the number, right? Type number. Okay. So we have created our schema. Now schema is created, our blueprint is created. Now we have to create one object of this, right? This is the just a blueprint. We have to create one model for it. And one thing made, this is the mongoose schema. It will just create this schema. It will not contact with our mongodb. Okay, for connecting to our mongodb or creating the document, we have to convert it to the model. We have to this give provide this schema to our model. So const user model equals to mongoose mongoose.model. We have to provide this user schema, and what should be the, here you can see this is the name of the our collection. So what should be the name of the collection in our database? This is the schema, and provide following this blueprint what should be our collection name. So we will call that it as user content, right? And then just, and after that we will create one document, and we will push it to this collection. So we have to write new keyword here, because again and again we have to create the new object here. So following this we have to create one document following this schema. So const or user, let's call this as user. First user is new user schema. Following this schema we are creating one object. So what we have to give, name, name it as textbook, okay? And then email, email as you all know .com, and then password, password in the string. Okay, we have to give it in the string. If we are providing in the another type, then the more, when we will save this scheme document to, we will try to save this document to our mongodb, then it will throw error. It will show in the console that we want passport in a string form and you are providing us in another form. Okay, so password type it as one to let it be anything. Okay, let's create it fast. Age, let it be 18. And once our object is document is done, we have to push this user into our user content. We have to push this document into the database, into our collection user content. Okay, so we will use the method here. How we have to use the insert one function? We all know that we in to save the document, to send the document into a database, we have to use some function like insert one or insert many, and by using the mongoose we can use another function known as save. So you can clear, so let save it console, save user, await, Why I'm using await? Because as we all know, MongoDB will take some time to save the data into a database. So as it is an asynchronous function, we are using the await here, and after that we will this one user, this document we have to save, right? So mongoose will automatically come to know this is this document and this is this schema it is following. So this schema is to be sent to this collection. So this all thing is done by the mongoose. We have to just write this user dot save. Okay, let's run once. Let's okay, let's console it after it is saved. Let's console it save user. Let's see if it is going to the database or not. Save it first. Control S, and once it is saved, run node app.js, and it is showing. Okay, so as it is as it is not the async function, it is throwing. So let's put it into a one function. Okay, okay, what we can call that function? Const. We are using arrow function. Save user or create user. Create. Just use the create function. Okay, sorry, we are using arrow function here, and inside this, what we want this to be declared here, and after the declaration we want to save it, and as this is the asynchronous function, we have to write async here, and now this will work as it returns the promise. It takes time, and we can put this into a try catch error, try catch block, so that if any error comes we can collect that error, and you can console it here, console.log error. Okay, and you can put this all this stuff into the try catch try block. Now this is the way how to insert the data, and we have to call this function from outside create. Okay. Now let's run it again and hope for best. Again it is no. What it's saying? Await is only valid in a sync. Okay, we know that. What happened now? It is a sync function. Acha, we didn't save this function. Run it again. So it is running now. It is throwing error. What error? So here we had made some mistakes. So as the schema is declared, put it the schema in the second option, and then give the collection name as a user content and store into a one variable. Then use that model, user model. You can give the same name as this collection user content here, and then use the user collection here. We had created our documents, and then we are using the that document and saving it here. So mongoose will automatically come to know that this document is using user model, and user model is nothing but the model for this collection. Okay, and this collection follows this schemas, this sets of rules, right? So let's run our website node app.js. So let's see what happened, what it's saying. Or MongoDB connected successfully, and it is showing this console. Means when it will show this console, when our user it's saved to the database, it will return these things: name, roll number, age. This all we have insert, and it will give two more fields: the ID, and this is minus one the it comes default in the MongoDB. Let's refresh here. If you will refresh from here first, then you can see the YouTube and in that user content, and this is the all the object you have sent. So yeah, success, you have successfully added the thing. Now we have created the thing. Now what we will do? Now we will do find. Okay, so let's find the things. We will use find. We will create this. This is the now. So for find function, sorry, for find This should be a sync function. Then what it will do, it will just find the things like we are putting it into a try catch, as it is asynchronous and can give error of any kind. So let's well prepare before, put all the things in catch and try catch is a good practice, and then write the code in the try block. What we want to get some data, right? Get some data. And how we will get the data? As we all know, this is the model where it is user model. Okay, so we want to connect to this model, and this is the model, which means you are connecting to the collection. Okay, so this is a collection. As you all know, user content is nothing. This user model, you can give the same variable name, user model dot, what was the code before, db dot collection dot find, right? So this is the more your collection, and then find method. What we want to find, the document with the name textbook. Okay, as there is only one document, it will give that if we will not write this name textbook anything. But let's, it is a good practice to give the query, right? And there is not just the find method. Find method we have seen, it will give this thing, and we can use the find one also. It will return one document, and just console it here, console.log, and then data, right? Then just the comment this create function, as we want just to find this. Just control C, clear the things in terminal, then again run the what node app.js. Let's see what it is. You can see here, boom, you have connected to the Mongo database successfully, and then it returns the data. What it gives, the ID, the same ID 636, and the name, email, and password, and everything. So we are done with the find function. You can use the you can now test the find function, find one, find many, what it gives. You can do the thing by your own. Now we are done with the find function. What we are update. Okay, what is it? Update now. So we will create one function known as update. It will be a sync function, and then as it is a sync function, we will uh, keep everything in the try catch block, try catch block. Okay. Console.log error, and then in the here we will get the data equals to await, and for our collection name is user content, but in the app.js user content is known as the user model. So use this user model. We are now connected to database, and what is the thing, update one. As we all know, update one is the function to update one document, and it requires two things, filter and the partial update. Means what field you want to update, you can update that. So first thing, it want two objects. First one is filter. Let's filter a name. Name should be the document with the name textbook should be updated, and what should be updated, you can update email. Let's check it first. Email, let's do it, youtube @gmail.com. Now it is youtube yt@gmail.com, and when it will be updated, it will be, and let's console the return thing from the database. Okay, what it is returning from the mongoose, and then just save it. Control C in the terminal, clear the terminal, and then yeah. So you can see one document has been modified and matched down, as we have seen in the previously in the terminal. Okay, so now let's delete this. Our last operation in the CRUD operation is the delete function. Okay, so we are done with update. Now delete. You can give any name to the function. Okay, I'm just giving it for, as you can come to know that it is delete function. You can give it any name, and you can also create the JavaScript function, not just the arrow function. But it should be asynchronous, right? Why it is giving red is is not allowed as the variable declaration name. Why? Okay, let's delete one. I think this will work. Delete keyword will be something reserved keyword, so it was giving error. Now put it into a try catch again. Same thing, same stuff. Just we have to change the function name, solve the errors. So try catch const data equals to await same. Which model? User model. User model. User model dot delete one. Delete one. And what it requires? A filter. Just a filter. So what we want to declare? Data in this collection with the name, document with the name textbook. So as you can see here, it is here only. Okay, this is the document, and now let's run our app. First, before save it, and then run the command. Okay, so let's see. Database is connected, and okay, we have not console that. I think it is deleted. Let's refresh it. You can look here. The data is deleted successfully. So we have completed the CRUD operation. Thank you, everyone.